everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to fill out the certification of work experience. This form is part of the Contractor State License Board application and is required to be filled out by someone who has first-hand knowledge that the applicant, the person qualified to take the exam, has been working in the trade for a minimum of 4 years. Let's go ahead and get started. Part 1, number 1, is asking for the qualifier's full legal name. This would be the name of the applicant. It would not be the certifier that is vouching the experience. So you'll start with the last name, the first name, and middle name. If the applicant does not have a middle name, write none. You have to acknowledge that you read the section and it's not applicable. Number 2, business name of company where experience was gained, or if you were self-employed, leave this space blank and check this box. As stated here, if you were self-employed, the box will be applicable to you. This means that you either have your own business or you gained your experience working on your own, not through a company. But in this example, we're going to be claiming experience through a company. So here it would be the business name, the contractor license number for the company, and the physical address for the company. Number 4, was the experience obtained working on your own property as an owner builder? This question only applies to the applicants who are applying for the General B and they gain their experience working on their own property. This means that the applicant has permits and documentation to prove that they worked the trade throughout the entire 4 years. If this is not the case, to which most applicants it's not, you can go ahead and check now. Part 2, number 5. Now here you can either claim experience full-time or part-time. Both options cannot be checked, so it would have to be one or the other. Here will be the from date when the applicant started working at the company. And be sure to write a complete date to avoid your application being returned. For the to date, if the applicant is still currently working at the company, be sure to write today's date, not the word present, now, or current. This would give the applicant a total of 6 years and 0 months of experience. I do want to bring up an important factor regarding the way that the experience is claimed. Let's say instead of full-time, it would be part-time. The 6 years will no longer be granted. The state board will only give credit for half of that time, which would then turn into 3 years. This means that this applicant will need to supply an additional certification of work experience, providing the additional time that is needed to accumulate the 4 years of experience. Number 6. Now this section is one of the most important parts of the entire application, and the irony of this is that the certifier is required to write it, not the applicant. The certifier will need to write a full description of the hands-on experience that the applicant has in the trade. The description will need to provide all of the field work experience, such as duties performed, type of tools, material, and equipment used to complete jobs, but excluding any administrative work, such as job estimation or supervising. Now, this section is not a recommendation for the certifier to attest that the applicant is good at their job. It's more of a duty statement of what the applicant can and has performed within their trade. Now, it is recommended to input as much information as possible on this section, if possible, filling the entire box. The more information, the better. Number 7, my business relationship to. Name of qualifying individual. This would be the applicant information. So it would be the same name that's on part 1, number 1. When an applicant is claiming experience through a company, they have various options on who can sign the certification of work experience. It could be the employer, it could be a journeyman, a fellow employee, or a foreman or supervisor. The applicant also has the option to ask another contractor to vouch their experience or a business associate. And a business associate could be anyone who has been involved in the business with the applicant. They're also part of construction. They are either a business partner, a longtime client, just someone who is aware that this person is in the trade and they're also aware of what the trade is. Number 8 would be the certifier's street address. This would be the address of the person that is vouching the experience. So it would be the physical address, the phone number, and a fax and email are optional. The printed name and signature would be for the person that is certifying the experience, not the applicant, the person that is vouching for the applicant. I do recommend that both the certifier and the applicant go over the general information as provided. It does provide additional information regarding what's accepted and may help the application avoid being returned. That does it for today. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment, send us a message or an email, or you may also give us a call. We are happy to help. Thanks for watching.